Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Corder, co-founder and lead therapist of CNY Music Therapy LLC.
I'm Kath Fathers, and I'm co-founder with Alyssa and creative director of CNY Music Therapy LLC.
In this video, we will give you a foundation for understanding what music therapy is, what the work we do can look like in your schools, what the evaluation process is like, and how you can identify a student who might benefit from these services. We as music therapists work with each individual or group using music to enhance their lived experiences and to support their goals in life, education, and relationships. In schools, music therapy is a related service. Most often in a school setting, we work on goals in the social, emotional, behavioral category, sometimes also supporting speech and language and motor goals in our music therapy sessions.
Through this video, I'll be sharing case studies of work with students in support of these goal areas. Let's begin with Autumn. She was in a 12-1-1 classroom as a first grader, withdrawn, almost silent in the classroom, and the CSE team had not found a way to measure her abilities. They knew that she could read, but they didn't know what level or what comprehension that she had. Whenever she was invited to do something alone, like answer a question, then she would break down in tears. And then she came to music therapy. And here she was able to respond within a musical frame, join with singing, try out instruments, and begin to express herself verbally. She relaxed. And this containment that it offered meant that she could also demonstrate her abilities. Here she is in December, after just beginning music therapy in the September, choosing to perform a song that she was able to memorize in front of her class for the first time, with a little support from the music therapist.
On the day of Christmas, my true love said to me, three friendships, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear.
Many of the students we work with have a hard time with their verbal communication, whether because they communicate in a different way or are working on word formation. Music can support their communication. The framework of music allows for a conversation within the rhythm and the melody of the music. Often in a session, I will improvise or make up on the spot a song or melody based on a vocalization or a simple verbal suggestion offered by a student. This validates the use of their voice and gives room in a structured container for them to continue participating in the music with their vocalizations. The melody and rhythm of a song can also provide a cue for a student to fill in a word. For example, twinkle, twinkle, little. It's hard to not finish the line when the melody hasn't been completed. In this video of my 3-year-old James, I've combined this familiar tune with a favorite subject for him, dinosaurs, to motivate his participation.
Dinosaurs are really extinct. Let's learn about what they eat. T-Rex, he likes lots of
Me.
Stegosaurus, he eats
Plants.
Dinosaurs are really extinct, and now they are all dead.
Music can provide motivation for students to perform fine and gross motor skills. Crossing the midline is an important benchmark skill to achieve, and there are so many opportunities for this to happen in a music therapy setting. Intentionally giving a student a mallet and holding a drum on the opposite side of their body is one way to achieve this. Playing instruments offers opportunities for fine motor skills to be practiced, grasping a maraca, shaking some bells, and using individual fingers to play the piano. All of these skills are given immediate reward with the sounds of the instruments. We can see in this video James practicing some fine motor skills as he explores the piano.
What could it be? Do you hear that? What could it be? It's James on piano. James on piano. I can hear.
In music music therapy, we often utilize music as a tool for self-regulation, expression of emotions, and as a safe container for spontaneous exploration.
Let's take a look at an example. Ben is 10 years old and he has autism. Ben would get very stuck in his perfectionism. It was very hard for him to let go of structures, and he would become very rigid. Ben's goal was to grow in the resilience he needed for self-regulation, to manage change, and to express his emotions in helpful ways. Here is how the song frame gave him the chance to be spontaneous, to become playful, and to notice and celebrate his achievements, working with his emotional responses, building his capacity for flexibility. We join Ben in this clip, which is already 5 minutes into playing with the script called My Family, that Ben had written in a previous session. The words are not easy to make out, but notice what's happening for Ben. He's taking creative control, now using the safety of his script and the music to take risks and improvise, and growing in confidence to extend his vocalizing, and then to celebrate his success.
This is Ben's song. This is Ben's song. He's telling his story so we can sing along. Now we're going to shake your leg. This is my song. Thank you for listening to the music. That is great.
Using music to support behavioral goals in school can look like creating a song about the choices we can make to safely calm our bodies down, or a song about washing hands that can be used in the classroom. We can use music to support sensory stimulation, encouraging students to breathe deeply and relax if they appear stressed or anxious, or encouraging students to move if they have excess energy to get out before being ready to learn. This video is an example of a calm down song written with a student, using Taylor Swift's You Need to Calm Down as our frames.
When I'm too excited, I move so fast. Wave around my arms, feeling nervous. And I'm just like, hey, am I okay? And I'm not trying to mess with your self-expression, but I've learned the lesson that moving too fast isn't safe or fun. Just shake it out or squeeze or jump, so
I think most of us can connect to a time when we listened to or created a piece of music that just spoke so clearly to the way we were feeling, maybe helped us move through that feeling to get to a more regulated space. Music allows us to express ourselves in so many ways. We can use our voices and instruments to connect with our own feelings and to consider what someone else might be experiencing too. Making music with another person is an inherently social experience. You have to listen to what they offer in the music and figure out what you want to say back. In music therapy sessions, we offer space for all of this.
I'd like to introduce you to Charlotte. Charlotte has a diagnosis of profound and multiple learning disabilities, including autism. She began music therapy at age 5. When she first came to sessions, she didn't interact with people. It was a challenge for her to stop and calm her body, so she was constantly on the move, climbing, wandering, with limited attention to task of 15 to 30 seconds maximum. Charlotte was also highly sensory seeking. For example, she'd run her tongue along the walls of the room or on the piano keys. But she's also avoidant of touch with her hands. In this video, Charlotte has been in music therapy for about a year. See how the music offers her invitation to engage, and that leads her into awareness of others. She's motivated to engage independently. Charlotte also has developmental coordination disorder and is not spatially aware within her environment, frequently falling over. But with a pulse from the music, her body regulates and she's able to hold it and control it. Here in this video, Charlotte's able to explore the sensory rewards of music making. She's connected in the moment and seeking out interactive play rather than the parallel play displayed in other settings. You can see here that she begins vocalising and mirroring, matching the musical pulse and content. There are a number of ways that music therapists work in the public school setting. Music therapy as a related service, music therapy for educational enrichment in the classroom, music performance opportunities, and music therapy and student mental health. Music therapy as a related service requires an evaluation to demonstrate that the music therapy session will provide, quotes, a clear, significant assist or motivation for the student to perform IEP skills. It is all about the IEP goals. When a music therapist works in educational enrichment, they function as a classroom consultant, offering support to any designated classroom, like a 1211 or an 811. And here the music therapist leads a weekly music making session, offering consultation and support to the classroom teacher to use music strategies in the daily life of the class.
I'm Kathleen Chipman, and I am 32 years in special education in Oswego County, New York. Music is a connection that just goes beyond words. Our students with autism and special needs, they respond to music therapy in a way that no other support service alone can provide. We've been building and reinforcing communication, social skills, and academic goals. I've watched nonverbal students find a way to communicate their preferences due to the motivation of music and instruments. I've watched physically aggressive students calm to music, and I've seen withdrawn students make eye contact and interact with their peers through a song. Incorporating music therapy into schools is just an amazing resource, and it should be sought to be included in all our students' IEPs.
Our last two program-based strategies provide support in different areas of school life. At CNY Music Therapy, we have developed programming to offer inclusive, integrated performance opportunities. Sign Aloud is a singing and signing chorus program for everyone. Together we engage in total communication, adding signs to each song taken from ASL vocabulary that we then sing together as a chorus. It creates an even playing field for all students, promoting working together and a respect of difference. And lastly, we're aware of the huge challenges our young people face today and the impact on their mental health. We offer music support groups, connecting with the school psychologists and counsellors to address anxieties, behaviours, emotional expression and resilience. The programme educates and builds creative self-care strategies for and with the students. Music is already a friend for so many young people, so it is a very powerful tool.
So, how can you identify students who might benefit from a music therapy referral? Look for students who are motivated by music to attempt or complete a task, students who engage more in music settings than in non-music settings, and students who utilize a different approach to communication. Once a student is identified, a consent form from their parents or caregivers is required. Then you can reach out to us to schedule an evaluation. Our report for recommendations for services will be presented to the special education team. On our website, you can find additional resources to help you navigate this process, and please reach out with any questions you might have. To summarize, music therapy works to support the full range of educational goals through music making. We are committed to building two-way relationships with the classroom and the special education team, and we look forward to working with you to support your students' growth and success.
we will leave you with a goodbye from Charlotte. You will remember that Charlotte has multiple and profound disabilities. She is largely non-verbal, contact averse, with a focus to task of 30 seconds as an absolute maximum. Here she is, sitting with the therapist at the piano, vocalising goodbye, and goodbye then becomes a full, rich, improvised piano duet with absolute attention to task for an extended time. We'll fade out before it ends, as it lasted for over 4 minutes of playing. Over to Charlotte to bring today's presentation to a close. Thanks for listening.
Now.